What's going on, everybody? I'm at a beautiful lake right here in upstate South Carolina, and kids are out here. Got them playing around out here snorkeling and stuff. This is the clearest water in South Carolina, clearest water in a lake. So it ain't gonna be like Hawaii, but it'll be close. But anyway, we're gonna get out here with the Nemo and see if we can find anything, and we're gonna bring you along and get out here and find something in the water. So I ventured out over here in this part of the lake, and there really isn't a good place back there to swim. There was no sand, it was all silt and big rocks. But I got to watching these fish, and so I set my metal detector down, and then things moved over there to it, and tried to figure out what it was, and to try to get close to me and figure out what I was. But that was just so awesome. There was a big bass in there too. I tried to get a little shot of him as well, but it was neat to see them little fish, and there was brim just hanging out, doing their thing, and just fish are awesome. They really are. They're just as curious about you as you are of them, and it's pretty neat. Really enjoyed being underwater with them. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm back at home, and I was going to do all of my stuff there at the lake and tell you everything right there, but I'm going to finish everything here. I got a couple things I want to talk about. That's a fun lake to go to. The water's the clearest there. As you can see, I tried to put some stuff in there of just the fish, and man, I love just swimming around with those fish. And you lay that little PulseDive down, and them little brim, they come right up to it, and they try to figure out what it is. It's just neat. But something bad happened that I've got to figure out. I hope it didn't ruin it. But something happened that I don't really enjoy and don't really appreciate. But it's okay. I'm gonna see if hopefully some rice can fix it. But the camera I'm actually filming with is the same as this right here. It's these DJI Osmo action cameras, and well, the way this thing's designed is it has two buttons for your battery, and you push this one here over. Hang on, I'll work with it. You push that one there over, and it unlocks it, and then you hit that one there, and then it'll pop out. It's got a spring action on it. I'll show you. It pops right out. Pops like that. Well, when you seat it, you got to make sure that you push this thing in and both of them lock in place. And if you don't, there might be a little bit of air in there. Well, Stephen may have messed up, because whenever I installed this battery this morning before I got to the lake, I failed to make sure this was seated all the way. So that first find was a quarter, and I found it. And I turned this camera on and filmed it, and I heard it, beep, turn on. But I went to turn it off, and it wouldn't turn off. I got water inside of it. Man. But that's the way it goes. So I'm gonna put it in some rice for about a week or so and see if it'll draw that moisture out of it, and hopefully it didn't fry anything. But man, that's kind of upsetting. But these are like 250 bucks too. And this is the one I always mount on my chest, and the camera I have right here that I'm filming with is the one I always just leave on the handle that I got it on now, or the tripod. So it's going to hinder me with my video in here the next couple weeks, couple months. Thankfully, I still do have that GoPro, but the problem with that GoPro is it's one of the first generations, and the sound, there's no good sound in it at all. So underwater it's not too bad, but you literally, there's no sound. I mean, my very first videos I put out on YouTube using that thing, you can tell the quality of it, and there was no sound. The sound wasn't good. I had to jack the sound way up and change the parameters how the sound was going on the video, just for you to hear it decent. So this is the way it goes. You live and you learn, right? But anyway, I'm gonna show you this stuff, and we're gonna get out of here. Man, I was excited to find that ring though. That was pretty cool. All right, so let's start with all the garbage. I mean, I don't know, I guess them could be reused again. That can was about a foot down. Well, it wasn't a foot, maybe 6 or 7 inches. That's an old can too. Look at the old pull tab on it. But you can probably see the year maybe on the bottom, but it's been there a long time. But yeah, just all kind of garbage here. Got all that out of the lake, so made a cleaning up the lake's never a bad thing. And here's all the good stuff. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say I didn't find all this. Abby brought this to me, my daughter. She brought that to me. It's got a I guess a depiction of Mary or somebody on it, Catholic, you know. But then I found, Abby found that. I think it goes on Crocs or whatever. So one of them's got something put on the Crocs. And then I found this. I think we got a video on that one. Jacob found that one, brought it to me. But I did find all of this stuff right here. Found the penny, the quarter. That was my first find. That's right when that battery went, or that camera decided to let me know that water was in it. 2 dimes, penny, 2 pennies actually, nickel. Found this right here. I don't think it has any markings on it. I'll double check it, but I don't see any markings. I mean, it's got some weight to it, but it ain't, I don't believe it's gold or anything. Then you have the good old ring. I believe she's a tungsten. It's got some weight to it, but I believe it's tungsten. It's got a cool design on the front though. But that's by far my best find. It's got a little dragon on it, see it? That's gonna be my best find though. But I'll take that all day long. Good deal. All right, so if you're wondering where you can get those Nemos, I was out there and I looked at a guy who they were floating, and they were about 10 feet from the bottom of the, you know, there was 10 feet of water below them. And I looked at him, I said, hey, if y'all lose anything, if you drop something, let me know. I'll see if I can go down there and get it for you. And he's like, man, it's a pretty cool setup. And so I want to share again where I got this thing. The Nemo, you know, the little diving system. That comes from Calico. As you can see, I'm wearing the hat, Calico. The PulseDive, Calico. You can get them from there. And got all the stuff down in the description if you want to check any of that stuff out. If you want to purchase anything, not necessarily a Nemo or a PulseDive or anything like that. If you want to purchase anything metal detecting wise or treasure hunting wise, check out their website, and then make sure that you use that code there at the end of your purchase before you check out. But anyway, man, I really have enjoyed today, and back home, and got some things I got to get done. We did come home a little bit early. Naomi's stomach started bothering a little bit. She tried to eat a piece of pizza that I'd taken a pizza up there, but I don't think it's really agreeing with her stomach that well. But anyway, we'll get you out there and get on another adventure soon. But hope you have a good day. God bless. We'll see you next time. And always remember to treat other people how you want to be treated.